You have probably seen the footage on your feed. Rivers of mud tearing through neighborhoods, cars submerged, and lush mountainsides battered by relentless rain. Two back-to-back Kona low weather systems just stalled over the Hawaiian Islands, dumping between 5 and 30 inches of rain. The resulting flash floods caused an estimated $1 billion in property and agricultural damage. If you have a plane ticket booked for the islands right now, that algorithm-boosted disaster footage is making you second-guess everything. Online, it looks like the entire state is completely destroyed. You are suddenly forced to weigh the massive financial hit of walking away from non-refundable flights and hotel deposits against the fear of vacationing in a disaster zone. But consuming isolated disaster clips without geographic context distorts the truth. The vast majority of the state is completely safe and fully open. You just need to know exactly where you are going and how to adjust your itinerary. This map shows the actual geography of the Hawaiian Island chain. The state is massive compared to the footprint of the storms. The severe, catastrophic flooding is highly concentrated. The primary disaster zones are the north shore of Oahu, specifically Waialua and Haleiwa, along with parts of Molokai. Outside of those red zones, primary tourist hubs like Waikiki, Ko Olina, and Maui's west side were spared from serious damage. As you can see in this aerial view of Waikiki, the sun is shining, the trade winds are blowing, and the electricity is fully restored. The shops, hotels, and restaurants here are operating completely normally. While the localized damage is devastating for those specific neighborhoods, your vacation to a primary resort hub is not in danger. To figure out what to do with your trip, we evaluate your itinerary using a simple scorecard: keep, tweak, or avoid. The keep column applies to major resort zones like Waikiki or Ko Olina. If you're staying here, proceed without hesitation. This is a current look at a resort beach. The sand has already been cleaned up, the water is calm, and local officiants are actively performing ceremonies right on the shoreline. The avoid column covers the residential and agricultural zones currently undergoing active disaster recovery. That means towns like Waialua, Haleiwa, and specific areas of Molokai. This is the reality in those avoid zones. You'll find impassable roads, deep pooling water, and crews actively clearing mud and restoring utility lines. Driving through these specific neighborhoods to sightsee creates traffic congestion and severe safety hazards for utility workers. Staying entirely out of their way is the ultimate sign of respect. The tweak column covers activities that are perfectly safe to do, but require a slight schedule adjustment. The main one is ocean swimming and snorkeling. Look at this coastal runoff. Heavy rains wash massive amounts of sediment, iron-rich soil, and debris from the mountains directly into the ocean, triggering what the state calls a brown water advisory. The Hawaii Department of Health's official guidance is strict. Avoid swimming, wading, or entering any ocean water when it looks murky, cloudy, or brown. The actionable pivot is simple. Check the state's Clean Water Branch website each morning. It usually takes just 2 to 3 days for the ocean to naturally flush itself out and turn clear again. Until then, use your resort pool. Refusing to adapt in swimming in brown water puts your health at risk, whereas a 48-hour schedule tweak keeps you perfectly safe. Even knowing all of this, you might still feel hesitant. It is completely normal to wonder if vacationing near a disaster zone makes you a burden to locals cleaning up mud. The economic reality is that tourism is the lifeblood of Hawaii. Mass cancellations drain revenue from the very businesses that survived the storm, inflicting secondary financial trauma on the state. Instead of canceling, bring your tourism dollars to the restaurants and shops that are open, and direct your empathy toward verified relief funds like the Hawaii Food Bank, Aloha United Way, or the GoFundMe Hawaii Flooding Relief Hub. These organizations are on the ground right now, running mobile pantries on North Shore, airlifting supplies to Molokai, and providing direct cash assistance. Canceling your trip yields zero benefit to anyone. Keeping your trip and making a targeted financial donation provides immediate, high-impact aid to the locals who actually need it. We can map this entire directive into a concrete logic flow for anyone holding a plane ticket to Hawaii in the coming weeks. Your first step is verifying your specific accommodation. Is your hotel or vacation rental located inside a highly impacted residential zone on the North Shore or Molokai? If yes, contact your host immediately to pivot your location. If no, you can proceed with your vacation exactly as planned. Finally, regardless of where you stay, check the local brown water advisories before heading to the beach and take a moment to donate to local recovery funds. Following this logical flow eliminates the need to panic and guarantees you won't blindly walk into an active disaster zone. The directive from local mayors, the Hawaii Tourism Authority, and local business owners is unified. Hawaii is fully open for business. Out on the islands, the power is coming back on, kids are playing outside, and neighbors are helping neighbors. The local aloha spirit remains intact. As a visitor, your responsibility is to stay out of the mud, avoid the brown water, and respect the boundaries of the communities that are rebuilding. We have linked the state's Clean Water branch and all the verified donation hubs in the description below. Do not let algorithm-driven fear cancel your plans. By keeping your trip and acting respectfully, you become a vital part of Hawaii's economic recovery.